Oh, yeah,
oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Steve Kern just went to the ring and Perez missed. Humperdinck very definitely tripped him up. We've got a new champion.
If you think what you just seen is going to keep me down, you've got another thing coming. You just added fuel to the fire because I'm going to get that Florida title back, and we'll get it back real strong.
We've got a hot hour in store for you. As you saw at the very beginning of the program, of course, Dustin Rhodes, the natural, is the new Florida heavyweight champion, and Mr. Al Perez is more than somewhat disgruntled over that situation. We'll be hearing more about that as the show progresses. Also, I'd like to point out today that we do have on the program today the awesome Colonel De Beers from South Africa. We're going to be seeing and talking to R.C. Roberts, the president of America, regarding the PWF tournament and a very, very special contest upcoming for those of you who view us each week. Also, we'll be talking to Dustin Rhodes a little bit later on. Mike Graham is going up against the Dirty White Boy in a match later on in the program. All of this and much, much more is upcoming now. As we saw there, of course, Dustin Rhodes had captured the Florida Heavyweight Championship. Nonetheless, the aftermath, what occurred after that, really becomes quite interesting indeed. So let's now go back to the closing moments after that match was over, and let's see what happened with Steve Kern, Al Perez, and the rest. Now, hold on. The big steel man just charged in. The big steel man just caught Kern from behind, and now the big steel man. Kern has been driven to the canvas. The big steel man up on that second row. Dustin Rhodes closes it. Oh, Lord. Good grief. They just caught Dustin Rhodes. Obviously, there are lots of scores to be settled here, and the big steel man taking that 385 pounds right across the back of Dustin Rhodes. No telling what might have happened to Steve Kern had Dustin Rhodes not been there, because he was certainly in a very vulnerable position. Well, as you know, of course, last week my co-host was Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Diamond Dallas Page was off on special assignment. He has returned, and as usual, I'm sure he's got one of his diamond dolls with him. So let's bring him on, the ever-effervescent Diamond Dallas Page. All right, Diamond Dallas Page.
How you been, buddy? You missed me? Well, baby, don't matter if you missed me or not. I'm back in black, standing tall, looking good on to be in Hollywood. I was a little bit busy because, you know, it's hot in here, baby. You know, I'm out searching for my diamond dolls for the calendar girls for to be out this fall, baby. And this could be Miss May. I don't know. I'm researching into it right now. This is Carrie. Why don't you lay a big wet one on Gordy here, baby?
Thank you, my dear. Thank you very much.
Thank you, darling. She'll be out a little bit later, helping the gentleman on the way to the ring. You know, I got to catch. I wasn't here last week, and I got to catch what happened. I'm appalled by what happened with Steve Kern. Where does he get off interfering into a match? What was that all about? He knows he can't beat Al Perez, so he jumps up on the apron, distracts my man, so Dustin comes in for the cheap 1, 2, 3.
That was only after Sir Oliver Humperdinck tripped Dustin Rhodes.
I know, so, nothing. Where is that on the instant replay?
Yeah, well, we saw it just a moment ago, and I'll tell you what, we can talk about that as the hour goes by, Mr. Page. We do have a matchup coming right now that we're going to be seeing. The new Florida heavyweight champion, the youngest man in the Professional Wrestling Federation ever to win the Florida heavyweight championship. Dustin Rhodes, the natural, and I'll tell you what, you've got to admit, he is a natural.
He is a natural. I'm not going to take anything away from the cat's holding two gold bands around his waist, and I got to say I'm surprised, but he does. If he ain't rookie of the year, I don't know who is.
I'd have to buy that. I would have to buy that. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit on this event.
It's only so many times you can get that lucky, though, baby.
All right, waiting for the bell. 1 fall, 10 minutes, as we said. Going up against Rick Diamond. Your official in the ring is Mickey J. So you had a good trip, huh?
You know, I had worked night and day and night after night after night trying to find the perfect dollars for this calendar, baby.
Well, you can get a bunch of them, I'll tell you that.
When it comes out, baby, you know, all I can say, you know, it doesn't stink, you know what I mean?
Dustin Rhodes squaring off, and Dustin is learning very, very quickly that if they want to appear six-it, he's got to be able to go with them, and that he can.
You know, I think any champion will tell you, man, once you get that gold around your waist, the confidence level rises, and that's what life is all about, confidence, baby. And he's showing that night after night here lately. Ooh, there we go.
There's no question about that. The pressure mounts, too. A beautiful drop kick by Dustin Rhodes, the Florida heavyweight champion. Puts Diamond back to the canvas, and Diamond over to that side now.
I think Diamond woke him up there with that tackle.
Say a good hi to say a good hello, rather, to my good friend Tony Bono, WWTK in Sebring. Enjoyed being on his sports program recently, along with the Sheriff of Highlands County, Howie Godwin.
Sonny Bono, the singer?
Tony Bono.
Oh, Tony Bono. I think you're talking about Cher's ex-old man.
Inside armbar now by the natural, as Rick Diamond... No, he's mayor of a little town out in California. Well, are you getting fired up about the PWF double elimination tournament coming up?
It's in the bag, baby. It is in the bag, and me and the Humpster have got all our cards in a row, baby. We were robbed of the title, and I cannot believe that RC, Rockin' Randy Roberts, overturned that, upheld the title. A total conspiracy against the Diamond Exchange once again. But we've got all our ducks in a row, all 52 cards, baby, and it's just a matter of time before we do have the Professional Wrestling Federation heavyweight crown. And you know who that's going to be.
Full arm drag and twist now by the natural as he has Diamond tied up. And then uses that elbow very effectively up around the deltoids on Rick Diamond. We're going to be seeing Colonel De Beers in action today. Also, somebody that Kareem Muhammad was telling us about, Lumumba is here. And I had a chance to see him, over 400 pounds. He is massive. Fireman carry takedown by Dustin Rhodes. Takes Diamond back to the canvas again. Well, I'll tell you, every time I see a shot of Dustin like that on a headshot, I think of the pictures I've got in my scrapbook of Dusty Rhodes when he was playing for West Texas State. Amazing. Amazing. Beautiful move by the natural, coming down on those biceps and triceps.
Yeah, granted they look alike, man. He's got a long way to go to catch the American Dream's legend, though.
Hey, he's stepping into a pair of very, very big shoes indeed.
He's got to learn to cheat the way the Dream, you know, got most of his titles. He's got to, you know, a lot of things to learn there.
So, Mr. Page, you hold a rather jaundiced view of life. All right, Diamond back to his feet now.
You know, you used to say the Colonel De Beers is here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is, baby. Picked him up myself, baby. He's the mercenary, and now with Humps and my guidance together here, he is the only man, I think, that, along with the Steel Man, could be the Professional Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion.
Caught his man, got him for the count of 3. Caught him very nicely with the count of 3. And as I said, of course, as we can see right here, it is Dustin Rhodes closing in on his man, getting that full arm drag and twist. Now watch as he brings him in for a short Irish whip off the ropes, catches him right on the top of the skull, with that elbow, and it is all over for one Rick Diamond as he crashes down across the chest of Rick Diamond, hooks the far leg, scores the pinfall, and so our Florida heavyweight champion remains undefeated here on Florida Championship Wrestling. Congratulations, first of all, on winning the title.
Thank you very much, Gordon. You know, it's a great honor, great privilege to just be in the ring with Al Perez. You know, he's a tremendous athlete.
Well, there's certainly no question about that, but you got to have tremendous pressure on you right now. Co-holder of the Florida Tag Team Championship and holder of the Florida Heavyweight Championship, and the youngest man in the PWF ever to accomplish that.
Yeah, I'm very proud to be the Florida Tag Team Champions with my tag team partner, Mike Graham. I'm very honored to be the youngest man in Florida to be the Florida Heavyweight Champion. And I know a lot of people are coming for me. I'm going to try to defend it as well as I can.
Now, wait just a second.
I got something to say to you, Dustin Rhodes. I saw last week, just like everybody saw last week, how you won the Florida heavyweight title. In my opinion, you're not a true champion. You're not a real champion. You needed help to win that title. I'm not out here to cause any problems, start any trouble. That'll happen in time. The only thing I'm out here for is to be the first to challenge you to a Florida title match next week on TV in front of all these illiterate people.
Oh, wait just a minute now.
What's he got to say?
Well, the champion has it. Wait, Dustin, you don't have to take that.
It doesn't really matter what you saw. The fact is, I am the Florida heavyweight champion, and I will remain that until you can beat me. You want a challenge next week on TV? You got it.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Remember, I take no prisoners, and I show no mercy.
Fair enough. Well, then, that does it. That does it. We do have, indeed, next week, a Florida Heavyweight Championship match right here on television. I'll bring you more details on that later on. But, well, I had a hunch Dustin was not
Let's
the
put it
kind
like
of a
this.
guy
The hump
who's
will
going
be
to back
right
off.
there. Make sure that doesn't happen again like what happened last time.
I'll tell you what we're going to do right now. We're going to take a little time out, and we'll be back with Colonel De Beers. All right, it's Brady Higgins in the ring right now, and we're waiting on the appearance of, here he comes, Colonel De Beers, being accompanied by Sir Oliver Humperdinck and your little diamond doll there.
Attention! Colonel De Beers, baby, the mercenary. 135 kilos. One B-A-double-D bad cat in the Diamond Exchange down in the Professional Wrestling Federation.
Well, I'll tell you what, he is an impressive figure. There's certainly no question about that. Going up against Brady Higgins. By the way, I'd like to remind you, Friday, June 16th, we will be in Live Oak, Suwannee County Coliseum. Live Oak. Tomorrow night in Inverness, and De Beers wasting no time on Higgins whatsoever.
The man's a mercenary, baby. Loves to beat up people. Loves it.
Boots and fists are all I've seen so far, and he drove that knee into the midsection of Higgins now, driving him back to the canvas once again, and Brady Higgins again smashed to the canvas.
Oh, rubbing them eyes right into the ropes, baby. You gotta love it.
Higgins has not stood a chance thus far. Snap there that takes him back to the canvas. Been a while since I've seen De Beers in action.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, body slam by Higgins, but...
Quick move by the Colonel there, though, baby.
Yeah, Higgins does it again. Brady Higgins has given him a little old-fashioned lesson here. And he caught that foot coming in. De Beers.
There we go, baby. Now there's quickness, there's alertness.
For a man that size to be able to get up that quickly and accomplish that.
That's all she wrote, baby.
Looked like a pile driver, and then just flattened him. Just absolutely flattened him away. I'll tell you what, De Beers is a very, very impressive man, and obviously one of the top 10 contenders for the PWF heavyweight tournament. And he is certainly proving that aspect of it right now as you see him demolishing Brady Higgins. So be watching for Colonel De Beers. He'll be in a lot of tournaments, obviously, as the double elimination tournament for the PWF title begins. And there's De Beers finishing off his man putting him away for good and making his mark here on Florida Championship Wrestling. De Beers is over now with Sir Oliver Humperdinck, so let's go over to get their comments.
It's my indeed pleasure right now to introduce the fans of Florida, as if he needed an introduction, to the one and only man from South Africa who stomped all his way across North America and now is campaigning here, the one and only Colonel De Beers. Welcome to the state of Florida, brother.
Well, thank you very much, sir. You know, the war in Angola has now ended. Castro has pulled his Cuban troops out. You know why? Because 3/4 of the troops were infected with HIV. Now, so are you going to take all those troops, I asked General Juarez, back to Cuba? He said he was ready for another Muriel boat lift. But I'm here for one reason. The war in Angola is over. But I'm after that coveted championship belt, which I'm sure, with your tutelage and guidance, you swing a lot of weight in this state, and you can help me. You can clear up the legal matters. I'll take care of things in the ring. You take care of the bookwork.
That's exactly right. Colonel, the PWF title was robbed from us. It's now vacated. You're one of the top 10 seeds in this tournament. And believe me, brother, whatever I can do and whatever Diamond Dallas Page can do to help you attain that title, we're going to do it.
Well, thank you very much. And as you were.
Thank you. And we're going to be right back with more PWF Wrestling right after these important messages.
Florida Championship Wrestling returns to Freeport and Freeport YMCA, and that'll be on Friday, June 9th. Match time is 8 p.m. For ticket information, please call Nassau 3933882. In a lights-out grudge match after all main events are over, it'll be Steve Gator Kern against the 385-pound Big Steel Man. In the main event, a 10-man over-the-top rope battle royal, $5,000 to the winner. That's in Freeport YMCA Friday, June 9th. Now, Fort Lauderdale War Memorial Auditorium, Wednesday night, June 14th. Match time is 8 p.m. Florida Championship Wrestling tickets are available at all Ticketmaster locations or at the War Memorial Auditorium box office. And on that night, you will see in the opening event the Rookie of the Year, Lightning Lou Perez, against Comrade Busey. In a special event, the popular Bubblegum Kid takes on Dr. Lumumba. In a tag team challenge match, a winner gets a shot at the title. It'll be the Nasty Boys against the Southern Force. The winners will get a chance at the Florida Tag Team Championship. This, in a special challenge match, it will be Mike Graham against Jomo Kenya with Kareem Muhammad at ringside. In a grudge match, it'll be Steve Gator Kern versus the Terminator with Sir Oliver Humperdinck. And then in the main event, the Professional Wrestling Federation title tournament. This is a double elimination tournament. It'll be the natural Dustin Rhodes against the 385-pound Steel Man, accompanied at ringside by Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Remember, all of this action will take place in Fort Lauderdale at the War Memorial Auditorium on Wednesday night, June 14th. Match time is 8 p.m. The number to call at all Ticketmaster locations, 523-3309, or the War Memorial Auditorium box office. A host of great matches upcoming in Fort Lauderdale. You'll see all of your favorite television stars in action. Make your plans to be Fort Lauderdale War Memorial Auditorium, Wednesday, June 14th.
Recently, when I became deathly ill, I was able to summon an ambulance, my next-door neighbor, my family, and my doctor without picking up a telephone. I used this remote control to contact LifeCall, my 24-hour emergency medical response service. Watch. You just press this button and speak into the air and...
I'm having chest pain.
I'm calling paramedics and your family, Mr. Miller.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
We're sending help immediately, Mrs. Fletcher.
See? Protect yourself with LifeCall, and you're never alone. To get complete free information by mail about this affordable medical emergency response system, call toll-free now. LifeCall can save your life, so call to get free details by mail right away.
For free information about LifeCall, call 1-800-453-4500. That's 1-800-453-4500.
Crank up that music and let's bring out the man who's been ripped off twice of the Professional Wrestling Federation heavyweight title.
title. Well, he will not be denied again. Here he comes, accompanied by my main man, Sir Oliver Humperdinck, and the lovely Diamond Down Carey at 385 pounds. The big B-A-double-D bad Steel Man. Take it with him, brother.
All right. The big Steel Man moving in against Lightning Lou Perez. Lightning Lou Perez, Rookie of the Year. And Perez has a lot of courage. He went straight at him. I would have thought he would have tried to duck the ones, and there he did. Perez is going to have to rely on his mobility, his agility, his quickness in the ring, because if the Steel Man ever catches up with him, and I mean catches up with him, he's in a world of hurt.
Well, let me tell you, I wouldn't call it coming at him. I'd call him stupidity running that big Steel Man. And he needs more than quick and agility to be coming over this man.
Well, that's twice he's been able to duck away.
Speaking of twice, he's been ripped off twice out of a professional wrestling heavyweight championship wearing the gold around his belt, baby.
Well, that's a matter of opinion. Once
we
again,
will
they
not
lock
be denied
up.
again. Will not be denied again.
And Perez catches him with a drop kick that drove the Steel Man back. Did not take him off his feet, but drove him back into the corner of the ring. Perez is a volatile, explosive competitor, and there you can see the Diamond Doll. I think she's admiring Lou Perez a bit.
Oh, wake up. When I'm in the house, you can't admire anyone else but me, brother.
Well, that was like hitting a redwood tree. Ah, good move by Perez. He ducked away, caught him with a cross. Oh, look at that. Good grief. Brother, you talk about massive strength. Oh, come on. Why didn't he pin
He
him?
irritated him, that's why.
Oh, he had the man for the pin. There was no question
Of course
about it.
he did. He wants to hurt him.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
He'll be on his way to Vic's Chiropractic Clinic, baby.
Oh, that's
man.
totally unnecessary. He had the man.
You know how irritated he is that he isn't wearing the gold, baby? He's setting an example, that's all.
Oh, this is gross.
I almost feel bad for him. Almost.
Almost, yeah.
Oh, God.
385 pounds. Enough is enough.
You know what it was? He was talking to Colonel LeBeers in the back, the mercenary, the man who shows no mercy at all. And he just came in, they were talking, shop, that's all. Wow! Oh, my God. Oh.
Enough is enough, man. That is too much. Hey, wait a minute.
What was that?
Somebody threw in Al Perez just threw in the towel. Al Perez just threw in the towel. Well, thank goodness he did. That's his cousin, Lou, and
I like pictures like that.
well, I'll tell you what. I certainly did think he did do the right thing and the proper thing, because this young fellow was being really abused. There you see the towel in the ring, and Al Perez stepping in across the prone figure of Lou Perez. So Al Perez has thrown in the towel, and, well, that's an interesting point. Let's see what Sir Oliver Humperdinck and the Steel Man have to say.
Well, I don't know what his problem is, but I'll guarantee you one thing. There's a lot of people with problems in the PWF, because Diamond Dallas Page and me, Sir Oliver Humperdinck, have one common goal, and that's to get that PWF heavyweight title back to where it belongs. Now, I know we got a lot of entrants in this big tournament, Dallas, but I'll tell you one thing. This is the biggest man in the area, in the state, in the Southeast, in the United States, and he is the man that should rightfully have that PWF title right now. But, big man, you're going to get it back.
That's right, man. You see these big hammers? I mean, a pound my way to the goal, right where it belongs, around this big waist. A big man, a big belt, a big title, right here.
That's exactly right. And just as this bozo found out today, as you can see behind us, we don't care about busting people up. If we got to break bones, if we got to tear ligaments, if we got to make people
Sit up and take notice. We're ready to do that, Diamond Dallas. Some words of wisdom.
I'll tell you what, bro, we've already been ripped off twice. We will not be denied again. The man's going home with the gold, and we will not. It's a double elimination. We don't lose any, baby. Straight to the top, straight to the gold. This is the professional heavyweight champion, and that's the way it stands.
And if that's what we want, that's what we get. And now, after these important words, more wrestling action.
Steve Gator Kern is upcoming right now. He's going to be going up against the 270-pound Gladiator. That's going to prove to be quite a contest indeed. Of course, I think Gator Kern's got his eyes on trying to get his hands on the Steel Man as well.
Got enough problems in there with the Gladiator, man. The man's coming on week after week after week. He is getting badder and badder and badder.
I must admit, he's a vastly improved competitor since the first time I saw him compete. By the way, we'd like to remind all of you in the Tarpon Springs viewing area that we will be at the HEPA Center Wednesday night, June 7th. Steve Kern loosening up, getting ready to go against the Gladiator. Kern giving away a little over 30 pounds and probably a couple of inches in height and more than likely an inch or two in reach as well. Clean break off the ropes.
You know, I hate the promo Wally Gator, Steve Wally Gator Kern, but it doesn't matter how big a man is, not in this sport, baby. How bad they are is what it's all about. My man's out here. Baby.
Hello, Sully.
Sir Oliver.
Let me tell you something. Last week I alluded to something that I want to make perfectly clear this week. I said that I had a product of Steve Kern's past and a nightmare of his future coming in. I told you I didn't care about political philosophy last week, and I want all the Florida fans and fans around the world to take a look at this little video clip I've got with me today. Mr. Director, if you please. Now take a look at this, Gordon. This man from the rice paddies of Southeast Asia has come to this country with one goal and one thought in mind, and that's exacting revenge on all the American people for what happened to him some 20-odd years ago in Southeast Asia. When this man lands on this shore, when he gets here to Florida, Steve Kern and a lot of wrestlers are going to have a lot of problems. Now, back to our illustrious host, Diamond Dallas Page, and his co-host, Gordon Sullivan.
Why, thank you, Hump. Now that we've got that straight, we'll have to fix those credits this week.
I see. We're making corporate decisions now, are we? That I find very, very interesting. Full arm drag and twist. Bottom wrist lock once again by Steve Kern. And it is the Gladiator forcing him back to the... thing that amazed me, did you see him throwing that fire?
Let me tell you, baby, he is searching into Wally Gator's mind, and he's bringing his worst nightmare, brother.
Well, that certainly bodes evil, I must say.
Here's the Gladiator taking it to him, baby. There goes the Gladiator.
Well, he is moving very, very effectively, I must say. But it is Kern jammed into that far turnbuckle. Gladiator moving in on him once again. Irish whip, and Kern caught him coming in. Planted that size 11 right square in his chest.
Let me ask you something, Gordy. Did you notice how nice it's been since Slater hasn't been here? Oh, my God, beautiful. I cannot say that was a beautiful move, man.
He caught him nicely with that one.
That was so powerful, I have to say it was a beautiful move by Steve Wally Gator Kern.
Steve Kern taking the measure on the Gladiator once again, maintaining his intact record here on Florida Championship Wrestling. We're seeing it again in slow. Let's see that Steve has it. Florida Championship Wrestling returns to Freeport and Freeport YMCA, and that'll be on Friday, June 9th. Match time is 8 p.m. For ticket information, please call Nassau 393-3882. In a lights-out grudge match after all main events are over, it'll be Steve Gator Kern against the 385-pound Big Steel Man. In the main event, a 10-man over-the-top rope battle royal, $5,000 to the winner. That's in Freeport YMCA Friday, June 9th. Now, Fort Lauderdale War Memorial Auditorium, Wednesday night, June 14th. Match time is 8 p.m. Florida Championship Wrestling tickets are available at all Ticketmaster locations or at the War Memorial Auditorium box office. And on that night, you will see in the opening event the Rookie of the Year, Lightning Lou Perez, against Comrade Busick. In a special event, the popular Bubblegum Kid takes on Dr. Lumumba. In a tag team challenge match, a winner gets a shot at the title. It'll be the Nasty Boys against the Southern Force. The winners will get a chance at the Florida Tag Team Championship. In a special challenge match, it will be Mike Graham against Jomo Kenya with Kareem Muhammad at ringside. In a grudge match, it'll be Steve Gator Kern versus the Terminator with Sir Oliver Humperdinck. And then in the main event, the Professional Wrestling Federation title tournament. This is a double elimination tournament. It'll be the natural Dustin Rhodes against the 385-pound Steel Man, accompanied at ringside by Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Remember, all of this action will take place in Fort Lauderdale at the War Memorial Auditorium on Wednesday night, June 14th. Match time is 8 p.m. The number to call at all Ticketmaster locations, 523-3309, or the War Memorial Auditorium box office. A host of great matches upcoming in Fort Lauderdale. You'll see all of your favorite television stars in action. Make your plans to be Fort Lauderdale War Memorial Auditorium, Wednesday, June 14th. Nasty Boys approaching the ring now, and they're getting set to move out against Jomo Kenya and the great Lumumba. Nasty Boys, Sags and Knobs, of course, extremely popular everywhere they go. Well received by wrestling fans everywhere. They're waiting now to see their opponent.
They're worried now. They're worried now. They don't know what to expect.
And the crowd picking up the chant, nasty, nasty, nasty.
Here's Johnny, baby.
Well, there's Jomo Kenya and Lumumba. I'll tell you what, he is a strange-looking individual.
Lumumba.
This is the man they referred to as the family doctor. I wonder what kind of a
doctor, baby. There is a doctor in the house.
Well, I wonder what kind of a doctor he is. That's what has me. Now, what's this?
This is the man that puts it all together for my man Jomo, who's going to make him a super champion, baby. He's in the same way that I am. The motivation, inspiration, and stimulation.
Well, what's he doing here?
It's the magic man, baby.
Some kind of blue powder?
Bringing a man to life.
Oh, this is strange. This is real strange.
Hey, whatever works, Daddy. That's all I know. Whatever works.
Once again,
under the mystical eye
really
now of Lumumba.
Really, it's a vacant stare in his eye, and he's had that for a couple of weeks.
My man Kareem Muhammad put this all together, Gordy. He told you there was going to be a doctor in the house this week. And he's here, baby. That looks a little like Sags, doesn't it? That looks a little bit like Sags.
Well, that's weird. That's all I can say, man.
Hey, man, he needs his time, man. This man's he's a medical man.
A medical man, huh?
He is. Man of medicine.
I wonder what kind of a degree he's got.
Graduated from Harvard over in Africa. There's a Harvard in Africa. Medical school.
Is that right?
Yes.
All right, there's the bell. This is an Australian tag team event, and one of the strangest ones I've ever seen in the onset. Look at this Jomo Kenya, though.
You're right, baby.
Aha. That didn't work out too well, but Knobs brought him up for a full body slam, and Kenya's got his problems now. He brings him up again, caught him with a lariat. Jomo is down.
He knocking that wall. Oh.
Well, Lumumba leaves the ring.
He's a little dazed. Maybe it's his first day in America. Me and the Hump just picked him up today.
First day in America?
First day in America.
Well,
Got the call from my man, Mr. Muhammad. Let us know he was sending us a package. Little do we know.
All right, Kareem will be back next week, I understand.
Yes, he will.
Okay.
He's the man of mind over matter, baby.
A quick double teaming here. The nasty boy.
Oh, my God.
Kenya way up, and then they catch.
What is that cheap shot by? Guys going at Mama. Is that any way to treat a man who just got to this country?
Well, he chose the sport, my friend. And that was before the 4 count, and Jomo Kenya's in a lot of trouble now. Whatever that blue powder was apparently didn't do him a whole lot of good.
All I know is the man's going through some super amount of pain here, baby, and he's still alive and kicking. Put a Timex on this kid, I guarantee he keeps kicking, baby, just like he does.
They're keeping a lot of pressure on Jomo
He's going to grab his tights there.
No, he's got his hand on his back. Drove a knee into the back of the arm, and Lumumba saying something to Jomo, but...
in Mumbinese, I believe it was.
Well, a hurried discussion between the two of them.
He's not worried about him. He's not worried. He set him right back in there.
Yeah, but he can barely lift that left arm, man. Well, he got a side headlock with it, so...
Oh,
man.
Beautiful. That was a quick tag. There's the quick tag.
Are you kidding me? Lumumba caught Knobs with something and stunned him, drove him into the ropes, and now it's Knobs in trouble, and Lumumba catches him once again. Like I said, he is 400 pounds plus.
Yeah, he is. Whoa! Did you see that big man get off the ground? Woo!
I did indeed.
Oh, what a headbutt! Woo! Oh!
Crashes down on him once again.
This guy is devastating. What else is Muhammad going to send us back?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, he really amazes me with the way he can move. There's no question about that.
The old nasty boys having a bad day at the beach now, aren't they?
Well, Jomo Kenya doing some double teaming there,
and well, what's Sag? What is Sags trying to get in there to do? Just that.
Well, the referee, Mickey J, trying to break it up now as Knobs off the rope. Drop kick by Jomo Kenya.
Joe Mama on that one, baby. Woo!
Caught him solidly, no question about that. Down across the throat of Nasty Boy Knobs. Catches him another time across the throat.
You know, Ginsu has called Jomo. They want him to be his official spokesperson with the Ginsu knife, baby. The way he lays that big leg on there from all heights.
That's an interesting observation.
Nasty. Give me a break. I tell you, I got to believe that these two, Knobs and Sag's mothers, sit around someday watching their boys in the ring and wish they remain virgins, man. That's all I got to say.
Well, I don't think that sort of comment is necessary. Half a chancery, front chancery there by Jomo Kenya, and he goes to make the tag. And Lumumba moves in now.
Ooh.
Mule kick into the chest of Knobs. Knobs at 300 pounds was in trouble, and Lumumba catches him once again, moves in on his... Oh, man.
What was that cloud of smoke there? Did you see that cloud of smoke there?
Looked like something, and I couldn't tell.
I know, I meant when he was sitting on him.
The headbutt,
now
and
that was a mistake.
A bad
headbutting
mistake.
him?
Wow! 400 pounds up in the air with a drop kick, and that hit him. That was like St. Helena exploding again, I'll tell you that. I'm amazed that Knobs is anywhere near his feet. Back into that corner once again. Knobs is double tough. I'll tell you that. He is double tough.
I got to give you that, too. There's no doubt about that.
Once again, that half chancery. Knobs trying to get over to tag up with Sags if he can. Unable to make it over for the tag. So near and yet so far. Tag was made, but apparently the referee did not see it. Tag was made, the referee didn't see it. Knobs corking. Oh!
What a big right hand he gave him, huh?
Big right hand. Look at his face. He's covered with something blue.
Here's the Gitsu, baby. Woo!
He is covered with something blue. Well, whatever it was, it put Knobs down and enabled Jomo Kenya to come off the ropes and catch him. But Knobs' face is absolutely blue. There you see it, into his face, and then Jomo Kenya moving up on that top rope. And Knobs stunned, having a hard time seeing anything out of that blue, whatever it was that hit him. And Jomo Kenya racks up a highly controversial victory right here. Well, I'll tell you what, Diamond Dallas Page and Sir Oliver Humperdinck are with the group, so let's hear what they've got to say.
You know, our man, Kareem Mohammed, told us from Africa, baby. Call us on the phone. Let us know to go pick up a package. A package at the airport. Didn't tell us what he said. I got a surprise for you, DDP. You tell the Humps I'm sending you something you're going to want. I'm sending you a major package. Now, little did we know he's going to send us a doctor of medicine. A magic man, if you will, baby. A magic man that could cure the common cold if he wanted to, but he doesn't want to. He said as a man who's not going to help people, who's going to hurt people.
We're talking about B-A-D-D, bad medicine here, brother. Bad medicine. When Kareem called and said we had to pick up a package at the airport, I never dreamed that the package would have 2 arms and 2 legs and be a destructive machine like this man is. Well, with the great Lumumba and with Jomo Kenya and Kareem Mohammed, everything is gonna go our way. Welcome to the jungle, baby!
Woohoo! Now let's take it to some important messages.
Tag was made, but apparently the referee did not see it. Tag was made, the referee didn't see it. Knobs corking. Oh!
What a big right hand he gave him, huh?
Big right hand. Look at his face. He's covered with something blue.
Here's the Gitsu, baby. Woo!
He is covered with... Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Florida Championship Wrestling. This week, a very special edition. You saw at on top of the show, you saw, of course, the newest member of Florida Championship Wrestling, the great Lumumba. He, too, has been brought here by Sir Oliver Humperdinck. We're going to sort of trace the trail, if you will, of the Florida Tag Team Championships and the Florida Heavyweight Championship, and more particularly, since the arrival of Sir Oliver Humperdinck. I've asked him to join me here in the ring where it all takes place, and I must say that you have had an impression here.
Thank you, Gordon. You know, I'm glad it gets you finally in the ring, even though it's here on Championship Wrestling, right here on TV. But like you said, Lumumba, the witch doctor, is here now. Things are going my way, and how fitting that you have me on a program when you deal with titles and championships.
Well, it is indeed fitting, and I'll tell you what, we're going to start right off, though, by showing you an outstanding athlete, Steve Kern, going up against Comrade Busick. And when we return, we'll be talking further to Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Let's go to the ring. All right, we've got Comrade Busick going up against Steve Gator Kern. 1 fall, a 10-minute time limit.
These cretins in the audience down here today are giving Comrade Busick a hard time about the country he represents, of course, is the Soviet Union. And I've always been the type of man that never really cared about political philosophy. If a man was able to get the job done in the ring, I hired him, I made him a star. I've got somebody that I'm going to be bringing to the state of Florida very, very soon that is a product of everyone's past and is going to be a nightmare in everybody's future. Political philosophies aside, it never mattered to me. If the man can get the job done in the squared circle, he's a member of the House of Humperdinck.
Well, there you hear the philosophy of one Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Right now, the crowd picking it up. And one of the reasons we have a very, very loyal crowd here, particularly Steve Kern, who, as you can see in the background, is very active in the Say No to Drugs campaign. And I might say, too, it's a pleasure to have Cub Pack 184 from Temple Terrace in the audience today, along with their pack leader, John King, and we certainly welcome them. And we certainly would like to mention that on the nights when we do televise our matches, we invite scouting organizations, both Boys and Girl Scouts, and the Cubs as well. If they'd like to come down, we invite them to do so. Steve Kern.
You know, I used to be a Boy Scout.
You used to be a Boy Scout?
I used to be a Boy Scout.
Indeed. I don't even think I'll try and pursue that matter.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Kern tried to slip away that time. Busick caught him. Now Kern catches him a nice snap there that puts Busick back to the canvas.
Kern, the intensity that Kern is displaying this evening and all around in all the matches he's been in, I know what he's got on his mind, and that is the Florida title and Al Perez. Kern is wrestling now and living and training and breathing and eating for one goal, and that's to usurp Mr. Al Perez and take away his Florida title. But I'm going to tell you something, Gordon. It'll never, ever happen.
Well, we'll find out.
It'll never happen.
Busick flashes out, and Kern fired back.
Busick's going to have to find out that you're not going to be able to stand there and go toe-to-toe with this guy. Gator Kern, for all he is a tough individual, and if you want to mix it up, he's more than ready anytime.
Busick driving that knee into the midsection, and it is Kern possibly in trouble here. His head smashed on the turnbuckle. It is Kern caught again by Busick, and it looks to me like he's choking. The referee, Mickey J., calling for the break. Again, Busick down and putting the choke on Steve Kern.
Why won't Kern stay in the ring? He's trying to get out of the ring here. Busick is holding him in the ring. He's not choking him. Steve Kern is trying to run right now.
Kern taking a lot of punishment now at the boots of Comrade Busick. By the way, all of these matches, of course, here on Florida Championship Wrestling are sanctioned by the Professional Wrestling Federation of America.
You know, Gordon, I got a good idea. I was up around Tallahassee the other day, and I learned that Florida Championship Wrestling in the PWF is now on Fox 49. Did you hear the big news?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
We want to welcome everybody up there around Leon County, because they're seeing the very best right here.
That's right, and I'll tell you, it's a beautiful civic center in Tallahassee, the Leon County Civic Center. Busick now catches Kern in the midsection, and it is Busick. Quick jab into the throat, and Kern is down on that bottom ring rope, and he's hanging on at the moment.
Concerning these last two competitors that we saw today, the Gladiator and now Nick Comrade Busick, they're both just a step away of being top stars in the sport. All they need is guidance. Look at this. Oh!
Good move by Kern. Excellent move. He caught him very nicely.
Than anything I've seen for a long time. He exploded into that.
All right, we're going to watch it once again. You see Busick now scoring with a hard clubbing right hand and arm. And Kern is Irish whipped into that far corner. Busick tried to catch him for a slam. Kern very quickly moved in behind his man, drove him into the turnbuckle, caught him in a nice roll that time, and forced those shoulders down for the 3 count. So, Steve Kern taking the measure on Comrade Busick. However, I understand you have a bit of a surprise for Steve Kern.
Something from Steve Kern's past is going to be a nightmare in his future, and I'm talking about Ho Chi Minh from Southeast Asia, grew up in the rice paddies, knows everything about guerrilla warfare, and he's coming here for one reason, that's get even. And Steve Kern, you're on the list.
All right, let's take a look now at this newcomer to Florida Championship Wrestling, Ho Chi Minh. This is a special edition. I'll tell you what we're going to do right now, something that we've never seen before on television. We're going to be seeing Dustin Rhodes going up against Terry Funk, and he's another man that you brought into the Florida area.
That's exactly right. He's a mercenary. He'll do anything for $1. He's my type of guy. But wherever I go around the state of Florida, in fact, around the country, everybody talks about this match and what went down. Yeah, Terry Funk was trying to hurt that punk and put him on the shelf, and they all want to know what exactly happened. Well, Gordon Soley, courtesy of you and Florida Championship Wrestling, we're going to see in just a very few moments exactly what happened in that match with Terry Funk and Dustin Rhodes, the Natural.
And this was the time that you thought perhaps you had gotten to the American dream by permanently injuring his son, Dustin.
Well, you know, permanent injury is a big thing, especially in this sport. If you're not able to get in the ring, you're not able to make money. If you're not able to make money, you can't pay the rent, can't buy the food. It's a big deal to me, and it's a big deal to Terry Funk, and let's take a look at that punk kid, Dustin Rhodes.
Let's go to the ring.
Sir Oliver Humperdinck moves down there, and that's something else Dustin is going to have to watch out for. Humperdinck has sworn vengeance on the Rhodes family.
You blame him?
Well, I don't know. Dusty won his services once for 30 days.
He took total advantage of the man. Made him wash his cars, clean his floors. He totally humiliated the man. Totally. He's going to get him back.
Wait a second. Looked to me like he might have had something in his hand there as he wrapped it around the throat of the Natural Dustin Rhodes. Referee Mickey J down checking it. Can't tell from here. He's got a body scissor on him as well.
These people are up in their seats all over the place. They can't stay in them. They're red-hot seats tonight, got it.
And I will say, too, there's not a bad seat in the Special Events Center. They're all good seats. Well, we got a problem here with Sir Oliver Humperdinck, and meanwhile, Terry Funk appears to be gaining some extra advantage here.
I think it was quite obvious. Hump was just making the referee aware of what's happening.
I saw a flash of something white around the throat of...
That is his... Look at his hands. Look at his hands. He has the tape on his hands, and that's where you're seeing the white come from.
Yep, you're right, and take a look at this.
See, he wasn't trying to choke him. He was trying to get it away from him.
I have to disagree with that. Back on their feet, again a headbutt that puts the Natural Dustin Rhodes back to the canvas. I'll tell you what bothers me about all of this is that Dusty, who's going after the big steel man, has to endure the agony, if you will, of his son being locked in combat like this with Terry Funk, and I just I hope it does not have an adverse effect upon Dusty when he goes out against the steel man.
You know, God, and I know what you're doing. You're trying to start it right now. You're trying to start making excuses for Dusty Rhodes right already. You know the big steel man. Rockin' Randy is so impressed by his strength and ability that he's almost said he's going to be the champion. He's almost giving him the belt. Just an hour or so away, baby, and we will have the gold around the waist. Oh, my God. Oh.
Well, Terry Funk's been in a lot of rodeos, but I'll bet you that's one of the roughest rides he's had in a long time.
There's no man alive don't know what he's feeling right now.
Off the ropes, Dustin Rhodes gets a high backdrop. All right, and Dustin Rhodes, that adrenaline is flowing now. Terry Funk powers out once again. Irish whip off the ropes. Dustin Rhodes gets him with that big elbow. And Dustin Rhodes comes crashing down again across the chest of Terry Funk. And Sir Oliver Humperdinck has suddenly come in the ring. Sir Oliver Humperdinck.
He's got him. Now there he is, beating on a manager again.
Hey, wait a minute. You just said that anybody who gets in the ring, they're fair game.
Hey,
he's in the ring, he's fair game.
The game was over there. Look at this, beating on a manager.
Oh, wait a minute. What's he done here? He's hooked that ankle with a chain, apparently.
He's got him right where he wants him. Now Hump gets his just dessert here.
Referee is calling for the bell. Referee is stopping the match. It's gotten totally out of hand here, and Dustin is trapped in that leg and ankle.
Another case of self-defense, brother.
Yeah, self-defense. Tell me about it. Terry Funk in there.
Nothing irritates a wrestler more than seeing someone touch his manager. Nothing.
Oh, man.
Woo! Beautiful.
Oh.
Beautiful.
He's deliberately trying to break that. He is trying to break it. Hold on. The Italian Stallion just charged the ring along with the Nasty Boys, and they've broken it up.
Well, things certainly didn't look good for Dustin Rhodes, the natural, after his encounter with Terry Funk. And as you can see, with Sir Oliver Humperdinck and Terry Funk, they will stop at nothing to get to their man and to try and put him out of business. However, it wasn't long after that Dustin Rhodes sort of turned the table.
He did indeed. He had a match with Al Perez right here on TV, Florida Championship Wrestling, and something I never expected to happen, and certainly Al Perez didn't. He was lucky enough to come away with a victory.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll be back with that after we pause. Took Dustin Rhodes over 6 weeks to recover from the injuries that he sustained at the hands, feet, and chair of one Terry Funk and, of course, of Sir Oliver Humperdinck. However, the natural is a very, very determined man, a second-generation competitor, and he was determined that he was going to regain the family honor, and he does it in this upcoming match.
Well, you know, I wasn't too pleased about it, like I said, but one thing, I kind of counted the kid out a little bit early. I never thought he'd have the guts to come back, but he comes back indeed.
Let's go to this Florida title match.
And it is Al Perez. It looks to me like Perez is setting him up for the kill now.
Well, he's working on that lower back. We both watched him ram him into the corner. We watched him run him into the apron, and now he's working on that win.
Blocked by Rhodes, and he connected.
Fire back on it.
Good counter punch. Right. Another good blow to the side of the head of Al Perez. Perez was ahead of him again.
He's ahead of him, but he hasn't beat him yet. Come on, Dustin. Fire up on him. Oh, man.
Well, I'm
Come on,
afraid...
Dustin! Yeah. All right, he's in there, Gordon. He's still in there.
Great second effort.
Still in there.
Great second effort.
Al Perez got that worried look on his face looking out here, isn't he? He thought he's going to be able to take him down a lot faster than he's doing. Come on, Dustin.
As time rolls on, of course, it continues to roll in favor of Al Perez. And it is Dustin Rhodes who is in trouble now.
It's true. Al Perez has got everything to lose here. Dustin Rhodes has got everything to gain, though. He'd probably be the youngest professional wrestler ever to come through this area. And you and I know a lot of great ones have to hold 2 titles. I'm pulling for him, Gordon. I know he can do it. Come on, Dustin.
Well, very frankly, I'd love to see it myself, but I'm just trying to look at it as analytically as possible. And in it right now, Perez definitely is holding the lead. Oh, man!
There's a turn. There's a turn. Now, Dustin, take your time. Take him down, Dustin.
Dustin Rhodes ducked out of the way. Perez hurtled into that steel ring pole. And Perez has been hurt. There's no question about it. We may be seeing the tide change here. High backdrop by Dustin Rhodes.
Stay on him, Dustin. Don't let him breathe now.
That's giving him that added spark. That's giving him that added spark. That adrenaline is flowing now. Great second effort here.
Fantastic match, Gordon. This is fantastic.
Caught him with a short lariat coming off the ropes, and Perez is down again.
Come on, 1, 2, 3.
And the momentum here has shifted. The momentum here has shifted.
Don't let him rest. Good.
Rhodes catches him a couple of hard right hands.
Inside cradle. Come on, Dustin.
2 count again. Perez still has that tremendous strength and reserve. Tried to hook him into a backslide. Got him into a backslide.
Keep going, Dustin. You're going to get him. You're going to get him. Keep going, Dustin.
Rhodes using that elbow, and Perez
going out.
Outside the ring, and now...
Perez is looking for a place to go, Gordon.
Well, I'll tell you what. He's
trying to kill that clock is what he's trying to do.
Absolutely.
Come on, Dustin, take him out. Take him out.
Rhodes bringing him back into the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Steve Kern just went to the ring and Perez missed. Humperdinck very definitely tripped him up. Hey, we've got a new champion. We've got a new champion.
With Dustin Rhodes. However, the Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship is still up in the air, and there's a tournament involved.
That's exactly right. Over a disputed incident in the ring in a cage match in Sarasota, PWF President Randy Roberts has ordered the title to be held up and a tournament with the 10 top seeds taking place throughout the month of June to be held for a title shot
the last two contenders in July at the Bayfront Center. Well, let me tell you something. What we got coming up on videotape right now is the most awesome creature on two legs today. This man is the largest. This man is the most tough. This man is the most dedicated individual I've ever been around in my life. And of course, I can only be talking about one man.
I know who you're talking about, obviously.
I know you know.
385 pounds, the big steel man.
Welcome to the jungle.
We're going to go into the squared circle right now and watch this man in action. You'll see what Sir Humperdinck is talking about.
All right, Mr. Radio Man, crank up that music. You know what time it is. All you 9 and 5ers out there, stand on up and give a big round of applause to the undisputed PWF heavyweight champion, the one, the only, B-A-double-D band, Big Steel Man.
Big steel man moving in. There's the bell, and he's taking on two opponents, and he's taking them on apparently both at one time.
One is not enough, and two is even better. Will you take a look at this? This makes my whole day here, seeing these two bozos getting manhandled by the undisputed king of the PWF, the Big Steel Man.
Yes, but he is not the Professional Wrestling Federation champion.
In my mind, the undisputed man, the only man to be able to wear that belt, the only man fitting to be able to wear that belt is the man you see in the ring right now.
Brother, did he just catch him? He has just absolutely demolished this combination. Rick Diamond and Brady Higgins both in a whole world of hurt now. Caught again, that massive elbow.
That is like running into the back of a big old Mack truck, brother. There's nowhere to go but down.
He ties him up once again. Irish whip off the ropes into the turnbuckle rather than crashes down with 385 pounds into that chest area. And now those massive arms pounding away against.
You know what a sportsman I am, Gordon. Maybe this is not fair, two men. Maybe I should have the big guy wrestle 4 or 5 at a time.
Well, there's the height of conceit. Crashes him down once again.
Do both of them, brother. I gotta have a word with the big man over here.
Double pin by the Big Steel Man. And he is, I've got to say this, he is awesome. He is as awesome as any wrestler I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. And he just literally wiped him out. As you can see here, it brings him up again. There's that big sledge. He brings him around, crashes him down next to the other fallen opponent, and then that 385 pounds pins both men at the same time. No questioning the ability of that man.
That was only 2 guys. Maybe I'll put 4 or 5 guys in there next time. This man is a big man, and he does what he wants to do. And speaking of does what he wants to do, Larry Zbyszko, the AWA World's Heavyweight Champion, making his presence known in the state of Florida.
Certainly no question about that. We're going to watch this man who's become a legend in his own mind and in his own time. The AWA Heavyweight Champion Larry Zbyszko taking on the Rookie of the Year Lightning Lou Perez. Perez gives him a run for his money. Let's take a look.
Oh, my God, he's got 1, 2. Whoa, almost a major upset there. Oh. Neck break. Whoa, he's reversed him.
Hey, good move by Perez.
God, 1. Whoa.
Good move by Perez. Almost had his man.
I don't think Larry, I think Larry underestimated the abilities of Mr. Perez there.
Zbyszko.
He grabbed his shorts. I saw it.
That would be the upset of the year, no question about that.
Now here's the champion, a man who will walk back, get his composure, not rush into it. Some other local yokel might be down for the 1, 2, 3. Sits back, gets his composure, gets ready to take it on.
Look at Zbyszko, though. He's got some newfound respect in his eyes for Lightning Lou Perez.
Oh, beautiful reverse kick.
Must admit, there's where experience paid off. High vertical suplex on Perez by Larry Zbyszko. And Perez powers out before the count.
That's a serious chiropractor crunch there, baby. Doc Vic, where are you when you need you, baby? Again, oh, God.
Backbreaker. And again, Perez powers out. Oh, you talk about great second effort. This youngster's got it.
I'll tell you what, if I wasn't watching this with my own eyes, I would think that my man Muhammad, the master of mind over matter, was in this man's corner with the intestinal fortitude that he's showing. Oh, God.
Snapmare by Zbyszko has Perez down again, and again Perez powers away. Perez fires to the midsection. Perez fires to the midsection again. Zbyszko, the champion, backing away now. Perez continues to close in on him. Zbyszko. Looks like he caught him in the eyes with a thumb.
Yeah. Why? Because he backed up. Oh! There was a kick in the throat. How come you didn't mention that? Oh, my God. Didn't hook the leg. Didn't hook the leg. That shows the inexperience of Perez.
Good shoulder smash by Perez. Perez charges in behind his man. He's tried for a rolling reverse, but Zbyszko was ahead of him. Experience paid off. Experience paid off for Larry Zbyszko, but he came to have dinner. He only got a sandwich, I'll tell you. He didn't get a full dinner with young Lightning Lou Perez. Perez showed him the way to go several times. Look at this beautiful move by Perez in behind his man. Now here's where Zbyszko used those ring ropes to his own advantage. And then it's Zbyszko driving in. It's difficult to tell. I can't know. He didn't. Both feet on the ground. He got a solid 3 count, and so a well-deserved victory to Larry Zbyszko, but he had to fight double hard to get there. Now at the Florida Heavyweight Championship, the Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship, the AWA Heavyweight Championship, I think it's time now to turn to the Florida Tag Team Championship.
Tag team wrestling, everybody's favorite, all the action. 2 matches going on at one time because you got 4 competitors, sometimes 8 competitors, 6 competitors, doesn't matter. Tag team wrestling, very exciting. And we're talking about the Florida Tag Team titles and what a controversy surrounding that.
Well, now, you say it's controversy. I don't think so at all, but we're going to watch something most unusual as the natural Dustin Rhodes and Mike Graham step into the ring against the Southern Force. And the Florida Tag Team Championship is on the line. And, of course, once again, the Southern Force very responsible to you for their being
I want you
here.
to know, and I want everybody to know, it's the old Southern Force, Bobby Jaggers and Black Bart. After this match, we made some changes, but we'll talk about that later.
All right, let's go to this Florida Tag Team Championship then. Dustin Rhodes and Mike Graham challenging. Made. And now it's Hangman Bobby Jaggers driving that elbow. Good move by Graham as he slips away from it once again, but he's caught in a rear chin lock. Tremendous pressure now on Mike Graham.
I tell you, Gordon, you've got to admit that Mickey Mouse's 1, 2, 3 is like 1, 2, 3.
Well, it sounds to me like an even-handed count, very frankly.
Yeah, well, figure it out.
Graham caught again in that rear chin lock. And it looks like Jaggers might be circumventing the flow of air into his lungs. Referee Mickey J checking once again with Mike Graham, and again the crowd solidly behind Mike Graham and Dustin Rhodes. And it's Black Bart moving in. And I certainly didn't see any tag there.
After an obvious tag, man, you got to get those glasses fixed, Gardy. I tell you, I don't want to change the subject or take away from this match, but Joe Moquina, I like it.
Well, if that's what he wishes to be called, that's fine with me. Joe Moquina.
Oh.
Mike Graham and Black Bart drop to the canvas once again.
Bart caught his own dome on that one, baby.
And let's see what's going to happen here. Sir Oliver Humperdinck exhorting his man to get to his feet.
There's a man
Mike
of
Graham
motivation,
coming up.
inspiration, and stimulation.
Mike Graham coming back to his feet now, makes it over, makes the tag with the natural Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes moves in against Hangman Bobby Jaggers. Dustin Rhodes catches him with an elbow coming off the ropes. Dustin Rhodes, who's had some surcease, now firing back with everything he's got. He catches Black Bart. Hangman Bobby Jaggers catches him, an Irish whip. A nice reversal by Dustin Rhodes. Cross body block. He got him. He got him. He got him a count of 3. He got him with a count of 3. Referee is calling for the bell again.
That's not right,
and
man.
the president of the...
obviously not right. There was a too fast a count there. Bobby was about to kick out.
Hey,
it's
wait a
quite
minute.
Obvious. Oh.
Wait a minute. That's Tony Anthony, the Dirty White Boy, charging in there.
Boy.
The Dirty White Boy charges in, and now it is a Hangman Bobby Jaggers, Black Bart, and the Dirty White Boy. All after the natural Dustin Rhodes. Mike Graham just moves in with a steel chair, and that clears the ring. That clears the ring.
The white boy just trying to take care of business, brother. He saw what happened. He was in the wings. He saw what happened.
All right, let's check back and see. Let's check for a 3 count here. You're talking about a fast count. I don't believe it was. We're going to watch it right now. The natural Dustin Rhodes catches him. Remember now, the Florida Tag Team Championship on the line. You can see Sir Oliver Humperdinck beginning to get desperate. Dustin Rhodes catches Black Bart as he started to charge into the ring. And now, Hangman Bobby Jaggers tries to rip across the eyes of Dustin Rhodes. Now tries for an Irish whip. A good reversal here by Dustin Rhodes. Cross body check, perfectly executed. Hooks that far leg. 2, 3.
In slow motion, you could get the
1, 2, 3. That's exactly what you said. And so we have new Florida Tag Team Champions Dustin Rhodes and Mike Graham.
Well, you did indeed make a change after they lost the title.
We saw the introduction of the dirty white boy, Tony Anthony, to the scene. I put him together with Black Bart the following week, and what a combination. They're good. They are the Florida Tag Team title holders. They beat Mike Graham and Dustin Rhodes last week in Orlando, Florida. They now wear the Florida Tag Team titles, and nobody's happier about it but me.
Well, we're going to take a look now at the first time the new Southern Force took on the Nasty Boys, Knobs and Sags.
What a battle.
It was indeed. Let's go to the ring.
Randy Roberts, your back. Anybody will take good touch you. Thanks, pal.
All right, the Terminator is indeed here. There you see the Dirty White Boy and Black Bart, the Southern Force. Of course, they'd like to regain.
Speaking of guys that were robbed, take a look at these two. Dustin Rhodes and Michael Graham again.
Here come the Nasty Boys.
Tommy Gordon Soley is filthy and nasty synonymous.
It can be, yes.
Well, these are two of the most filthy individuals that I've ever seen in my life. Will you take a look at this? It looks like it's the month of October, and these two guys are going out trick-or-treating.
Well, we'll find out about trick-or-treating in just a moment here. Black Bart driving his shoulder into the midsection of Knobs. A reversal now by Knobs as Black Bart up against those ropes, and then a good high up. Tony Anthony, the Dirty White Boy, comes charging in, and I'll tell you what, bodies are flying all over the ring. Knobs and Sags have cleared the ring. They have cleared the ring.
These boys have come to fight. No matter what they look like or smell like, they're here to fight.
I won't question that.
Black Bart and Tony Anthony, the White Boy, is now outside the ring, regaining their thought patterns, getting everything together, moving back into the ring now is Black Bart. Taking Tony Anthony, look at that. That's thinking. That's thinking.
I'd say to those of you in Sebring that this coming Monday night, I'll be in Sebring, the matches, and before then I'll be being interviewed on Tony Bono's sports talk show.
You know, I heard you talking about Charlie's place in Bahamas there a minute ago. You know, we're going to be in Freeport in the Grand Bahama Islands on the 9th of June. And then the next night on the 10th of June, we're going to Nassau, where everybody loves Humperdinck.
Yeah, they sure do. Series of full slams here by Sags has the Southern Force outside the ring once again.
I'll tell you my analysis of this team. The guy with the blonde hair, he's goofier than a duck on ether. And the other guy with the dark hair looks like the mascot for the Atlanta Braves. You know that thing that sits out there in right field, and every time they hit a home run, they pull a cannon? That looks like him right there. Take a good long look.
All right. Here's one of the toughest young fellows I've seen in a long, long time, the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony, who's up against, gets that side headlock on Sags.
This guy Anthony comes to me with a reputation a mile long, brother. He has done some of the nastiest things. I wish, in fact, that I had done some of them. They were so nasty. Some of the dirtiest things in wrestling, this guy right here has pulled off. How much I know that?
Crowd picking up the chant now of the Nasty Boys. Nasty, nasty. And Sags off the ropes, drops. Ooh! Caught from behind.
The poor, clumsy fellow tripped.
Tripped.
He tripped. I saw him right over here. His foot caught the edge of the apron, and the big stumble bum hit his nose.
Yeah, well, I saw he must be three-legged then, because I saw another leg catching him in the back of the head.
Put it this way. Rudolph Nureyev, this guy, got it?
Well, I'll grudgingly give you that. Tony Anthony drives that knee into the chest.
Now you're seeing these guys open up. You're seeing them take full control here and bounce these bozos around like they should be bounced.
Well, he slips away from a possible pinning combination, that time from Black Bart. And again, the crowd picking up the chant. They are definitely for the Nasty Boys and not for the Southern Force. Double leg pickup by Black Bart. Looks like he's trying to, set him up, and Tony Anthony caught him with a lariat coming in.
That was a pretty move. Who taught him that thing?
Well, obviously. I've never questioned your managerial skills, my friend.
And together, as if I wasn't great enough before, now combined with the one and only Diamond Dallas Page and the Diamond Exchange, I'm bigger and we are better than ever.
Well, we've got a tremendous crowd and some tremendous matches during this past hour.
Indeed.
And I would certainly like to, before we close out, say that I'm sorry you had your problems with your champion.
I'll bet you're sorry.
Nonetheless, I've enjoyed having you here on the air with us.
Well, listen, Gordon Solie, I want to make you a promise, too, before I leave. And that's that I will get even with Dustin Rhodes, and I will get even with Steve Kern. It might not be tonight, it might not be next week, but I will do it. Take a look at that.
Of course, we went off the air with that match still in progress, but as you heard Sir Oliver Humperdinck say a moment ago, the Southern Force, the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony, and Black Bart are the new Florida Tag Team Champions. We'll be back with more action right after we take this time out. Wrestling would like to give our special thanks to Bahamas Air, because each time we fly to the Bahamas, we fly on Bahamas Air. And we certainly enjoy the cooperation of Charlie's Place, where advance tickets are always on sale for the matches. Here in Stateside, our special thanks to Affordable Copies in Tampa. Only $35 per hour, which is about one-half the regular price. Call the numbers you see on the screen for copy repair in Tampa or in St. Petersburg. And then, Carrollwood Office Services. Tired of trying to be your own secretary? Ask for Cynthia Bissell at Carrollwood Office Services. Finally, our special thanks to Gulf Southern Enterprises, painting and drywall contractors, and to DeVoe Paints. Well, something occurred last week which indicated to me that there's possible trouble in the house of Humperdinck. He and Diamond Dallas Page may have some problems because of Lou Perez, the cousin of Al Perez, the former Florida heavyweight champion. It appeared to me that when Lightning Lou Perez went in against the Steel Man, that the Steel Man, at your instructions, was out to do more than just have a wrestling match.
The Steel Man wanted to prove a point, and that's that he's the toughest cat in the whole jungle. You know what I'm saying? And if we have to beat up a bozo like Lou Perez to do it, we'll do it. Now, that incident that you're referring to, Gordon Solie, is when Al Perez comes out and a towel is thrown in the ring. There's no big deal. You're trying to make a bigger deal out of it than it actually was. There's no problems.
Well, let's go to the ring and see.
Perez is a volatile, explosive competitor, and there you can see the Diamond Doll. I think she's admiring Lou Perez a bit.
Oh, wake up. When I'm in the house, she can't admire anyone else but me, brother.
Well, that was like hitting a redwood tree. Ah, good move by Perez. He ducked away, caught him with a cross. Oh, look at that. Good grief. Brother, you talk about massive strength. Oh, come on. Why didn't he pin
He
him?
irritated him, that's why.
He had the man for the pin. There was no question.
Of course he did. He wants to hurt him.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
He'll be on his way to Vic's Chiropractic Clinic, baby.
Oh, that's totally unnecessary. He had the man.
Now irritated he isn't wearing the gold, baby. He's setting an example, that's all.
Oh, this is grossly unfair.
I don't feel bad for him. Almost.
Almost, yeah.
Oh, God.
385 pounds. Enough is enough.
You know what it was? He was talking to Colonel LeBeers in the back, the mercenary, the man who shows no mercy at all. And he just gave me, they were talking, chop, that's all. Wow!
is enough, man. That is too much. Hey, wait a minute.
Who's that?
Somebody threw in a... Al Perez just threw in the towel. Al Perez just threw in the towel. Well, thank goodness he did. That's his cousin, Lou, and
I like pictures like that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I certainly did think he did do the right thing and the proper thing, because this young fellow was being really abused. There you see the towel in the ring, and Al Perez stepping in across the prone figure of Lou Perez. So Al Perez is thrown in the towel, and, well, that's an interesting point. And you claim now, of course, then that the situation between you and Al Perez is completely cleaned up.
Smooth. No problem with Al Perez and me. But there's problems afoot because Dickie Slater is no longer around the state of Florida, and I'm happy about that.
Well, I have a hunch he's going to be back, and when he does, some dues will be paid.
But he can't. He lost that loser leave town match to Dallas Page. I saw it with my own eyes.
He has an appeal going right now.
Yeah.
He has an appeal going right now with Randy Roberts, president of the PWF.
Yeah.
And I might just say something to you wrestling fans. If you'd like to see Dick Slater return, write to PWF 106 North Albany in Tampa, just saying yes. You'd like to have Dick Slater return to Florida Championship
There you
Wrestling.
go again, rabble-rousing.
Well, I certainly have that right. Speaking of Dick Slater, should we take a look at him in action?
Let's let everybody see what happened when Dick Slater takes on my good friend Diamond Dallas Page and has to leave the state of Florida.
Yeah, and you'll see how it happened, too. It's reprehensible,
Fair
no
and
question
square.
about it. Slater recently was in a match against the Big Steel Man, and if he won, then he had 5 minutes to beat Diamond Dallas Page. Now you're seeing the time when he had his hand raised. Now watch as the Big Steel Man comes charging back in there. Bear in mind that the Big Steel Man gave that big sledgehammer, and now Diamond Dallas Page looks like he's got things really going his way. Page now taking the offensive after the Big Steel Man scored that Pearl Harbor on Dick Slater. Slater in a lot of trouble now, but remember, time is rapidly running out on this man because he has only 5 minutes, and he must defeat Diamond Dallas Page in that length of time. And don't let anybody ever kid you that Diamond Dallas Page isn't double tough, because he is. I've checked back on his record, and this man is from street brawling to bar fighting to moving into the ring. This guy can be doubly dangerous. Here you see Dallas Page connecting with that lariat. There's the Big Steel Man. There's one of the Diamond Dolls. Now Slater is beginning to fight his way back. And a lot rests on this because Diamond Dallas Page, and I'll tell you this much right now, is here. Dick Slater is not, because if he can't pin the man in that 5-minute time period, he must leave the area for 90 days. Well, let's watch what happens as this situation continues. Slater, once again, very definitely taking charge of the situation. You can see the crowd at ringside following this action extremely carefully. Obviously, the folks were solidly behind Dick Slater, and it is Diamond Dallas Page, much the worse for wear now, as Mr. Electricity himself really begins to put the thumps to him. You can see the sincere concern on the Diamond Doll there as Mr. Page continues to rock and roll from the pounding that he's taking from Dick Slater. Now Slater, off of the ropes, catches him on the top of the head. The referee is knocked down. Now, watch carefully what happens at this juncture. Just watch very, very carefully. Because here's the problem, of course, not different from the NFL, where you can go back and see an instant replay and then determine something different. The decision lies solely in the hands of the referee. Slater has his man down for an ample count here. No question about that. Slater has his man down, and now all of a sudden caught by the Big Steel Man, who came caroming through there like a big tractor trailer. Now the referee coming back to his feet. Slater's in trouble. He's had his man down for a good 15 seconds or so. And now watch as Diamond Dallas Page trying to get over to him. And a hurried bit of a conference here. The time limit. You're pleased about that, huh?
I love it. Bye-bye, Slater. No more around the state of Florida.
Well, let's take a look at the titles. Right now, it sort of stands 1-on-1. Your side holds the Florida Tag Team Championship
You're
with
talking
the
about the Southern Force,
right.
Florida Tag Team Champions.
And the side of the right, if you will, holds the Florida Heavyweight Championship, and that, of course, is Dustin Rhodes.
The side of the right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm right.
And then the PWF tournament is now going on. It's a double elimination tournament. On behalf of Sir Oliver Humperdinck, this would be Gordon Soley saying so long from the Sunshine State.